A lot of them do a lot of the same stuff. They're very plugged in and they've gotten great grades and they've got great character integrity. So I'm going to read up a little about each one of them. I'm going to call them all to the stage, and then we're going to have a big reveal of who our outstanding Viking and Viqueen are. This is the biggest award we give at Lesher. Okay? There's a lot of alumni that come back. They point to our wall of champions. They point to old pictures and they say, you know, I was the outstanding Viking back in '87 or whatever. There's a lot of pride in it. It's a big deal. Our teachers have a really hard time distilling this down because we have probably 20 to 30 nominations initially, and we kind of get down into the top 3 or 4 boys and girls each year. The first person I'm going to read a few things about is Zoe Boyarsky, and then I'm going to ask her to come up to the stage with me. Zoe's been very involved here at Lesher. Zoe, or Boyarsky as people call her, she's been in jazz band, she's been on the Honor Society, she's been in Science Olympiad. She came to us from Harris, where she's been a part of the dual language program at Harrison here, and is bilingual in English and Spanish. Probably a big stretch for her this year was the track team that she went out for, which was a little bit of a stretch for her, but she went after it as a risk taker. She's been an outstanding musician. She's won that award in our music program. She made the honor band in 8th grade. She never got below a B in any class. And one of her favorite quotes is from Will Rogers, and it says, "If you want to be successful, it's just this simple. Know what you're doing, love what you are doing, and believe in what you're doing." Zoe, come on up and join me on stage. It's not easy to stand up here in front of you guys, so I might be a little nerve-wracking, but it's all good, Zoe. Let me tell you about Blake Dragon. Blake Dragon's got a 4.0 GPA. He won a writing award at Lesher's writing reception, and Blake will tell you that writing was an area when he got to Lesher he wasn't feeling too confident about, but he's really excelled through the help of our English teachers. He's been involved in a lot of sports. As you know, Blake's an athlete. He's been in football, basketball, band, track, wrestling, and yearbook. What's been impressive is this year he passed up track for golf and actually finished 3rd in the entire district in golf in his first time. Blake's been in the Honor Society. He's been a web leader as well. He's been in choir. He's won the Director's Award. He was part of our Catalina field trip out to California. And as you all know, and so many of you have contributed to, one of our Vikings who's gone through some medical issues this year, Trent Slade, Blake worked hard and helped make paracord bracelets to help do some fundraisers for Trent, which is really cool. And one of Blake's favorite quotes is by Jerry Rice. He said, "Today I'll do what others won't, so tomorrow I can accomplish what others can't." Blake Dragon, join us up here. Let me tell you about Jessica Romero. Jessica Romero was a Rotary Student Award winner in 6th grade. She's been our Outstanding Band Student Award winner. She's been a big part of our yearbook that you guys are all loving so much, getting signed off on. She was in our musical. She was actually the head choreographer for our musical this year, The Music Man. She was a web leader, and if you don't know, she's a part of the synchronized skating group and performs in the Winter Wishes program at Eldora every year. She's been in Math Couch. She's done a bunch of different events in track. I think I mentioned she was in honor band. She's helped out her former elementary school, Bennett, with their International Day. She was part of the Germany exchange, and one of her favorite quotes is by Muhammad Ali. And it says, "Friendship is not something you learn in school, but if you haven't learned the meaning of friendship, you really haven't learned anything." Jessica Romero, come on up. Christian Jewell is another outstanding Viking finalist. He also came to us from Harris as a bilingual student. He's been involved in the Intermediate Chamber Orchestra. He's been involved in Harmonic Minors, 8th grade orchestra, the musical, tennis, wrestling. I think he finished 2nd in the district in wrestling this year, if I remember correctly. 4-H. He's also a part of a youth group through his church and in a worship band. He was a 7th grade spirit leader. He's also been a part of our drama club. So I'd like to call Christian Jewell up here. All right, we got a couple more to go. Jessa Salvador. Jessa was a part of our National Junior Honor Society as well. She did a lot of work with the Pennies for Patients program, made a video about her battles and challenges with leukemia over the years. She's been a part of our Give Next program, which is a philanthropy where we actually, our students get to choose to give money out to various grant applications around the city, which is really neat. She was on the golf team this year. She was also in our school musical. She's been a very dedicated Girl Scout member and recently won a silver award, which included 80 hours of volunteer work on a project called Ready to Read. Probably the thing that's most powerful about Jessa, she's dealt with 25 hospitalizations and 100 oncology clinic visits battling leukemia and fighting cancer. Jessa Salvador, excuse me, that's powerful. She works really hard. One of her favorite quotes is Eleanor Roosevelt said, "You must do the things you think you cannot do." Jessa Salvador, come on up. All right, we're almost there. Last two finalists. Blake Mason. Blake Mason is a National Junior Honor. He is an Honor Society member. He's been very involved in athletics, specifically football, basketball, wrestling, and track. He's also played for the Rocky Mountain Youth Sports Fever team for about the last 3 years. He took a risk this year in becoming a part of our inquiry class where he worked with a mentor and actually built his own hunting knife, which came out pretty neat. And probably Blake would tell you that he's all about perseverance. He also works very hard. And his favorite quote is from our basketball coach, Coach Bruce Allen. And it's a simple one. And it's all about do the little things right. Blake Mason, come on up. Two more. Maddie Shink, 4.0 grade point average, geometry and Spanish advanced classes. She won the Martin Luther King SA Junior Contest earlier this year, back in the fall. She's a part of our No Place for Hate Coalition. And as part of Honor Society with these other Honor Society members, went to the Spring Creek Nursing Home and did some different things there with the talent share, picked up trash along Spring Creek, has been involved in basketball, softball, track, different musical groups here at Lesher, like the a cappella choir, was also in our play The Music Man, and Science Olympiad, and played softball. Maddie Shink, his favorite quote from Mark Twain, "Why not go out on a limb? That's where the fruit is." Maddie Shink. And last but certainly not least, Thayer McCollum. Thayer has been on the honor roll pretty much every year at Lesher, also an Honor Society member, and in Honor Society he was the officer for scholarship. He won a total of 10 different medals as a member of our Science O team at regional and the state. I think he won 6 at state and 10 at regionals. He also was in some of our more advanced classes like Spanish 2 and geometry. He was on the track team. He's been a part of the yearbook staff, Science Olympiad. He was also instrumental in painting our mural that we put on the shed out by the parent drop-off area. He's also a Star Scout in Boy Scouts. He's trying to get to the rank of Eagle Scout. He's helped out with the O'Day Triathlon as a volunteer, helped out with the Flood Relief Disaster Center, and he helped design t-shirts that were sold for the fundraiser for Trent Slade. One of Thayer's favorite quotes is J.R.R. Tolkien's character Gandalf. "All we have to decide is what to do with the time that's given us." Thayer McCollum, come on up. All right, I am going to give each one of our finalists a certificate as a finalist, and then the big reveal of who our winner is. all right. Here we go. One more round of applause for our finalists. It really is a little stressful up here under the lights, wondering who's going to win, but every one of these 8 students is a rock star. We a lot of times had 3 boy and girl finalists this year. We had 4 because frankly it was such a tough call and it was such a hard decision for our teachers to make. So we're honoring all 8 because it was so close. So how about a drum roll, folks? Our outstanding flag queen for this year, we're going to have a whole plaque put up out there as well. Madison Shane. Jessica and Zoe, our runners-up, you guys are all rocking it. You're all winners in my book and everybody here's book, okay? Lastly, our outstanding Viking. And this summer, just so you all know, we're getting a remodel to our auditorium. We're going to have all new seats. We're going to have a lot of nice new stuff in here. We're also getting a little remodel to our front entrance, where we will put a large plaque that has all of our outstanding Vikings and Viqueens for every year. So they will be immortalized on a big plaque by the front door. All right, drum roll for our outstanding Viking, our boy. Outstanding Viking for this year, Blake Dragon.